Well, hey guys, Thorzax here. Wow, we are really experiencing some high temperatures today. We're getting up there around 96. They're talking about 100 degrees here, so this is something that people in my state in this location are not used to. So it's really taking it out on us. Anyway, one of the things I wanted to go ahead and review is that I went ahead and I bought a blower from Magma, and now, granted, there was a lot cheaper ways of doing this. Okay, you don't necessarily have to buy a unit like this. However, this unit is made to do what it does. And anyway, so I went to Magma. I went ahead and ordered this blower. It's got a Dayton motor, which is, pretty good quality motor, even though it's made in China. It says here it's manufactured in China. But anyway, pretty heavy duty unit. This is the same blower they use on their automated machines, and also if you buy the master pot, you can go ahead and put this on there, or the cast master pot. You put this on there, and what this does is that, as you can see in the bottom here, it has a copus with a squirrel cage, and what it does is it blows air directly out the bottom. So the way you mount this is that you have your casting pot, and you mount this on your casting pot. So when you go ahead and you pull, your molds from the bottom, what happens is that the air comes down and cools the spews rapidly. Okay, and once the spews are cool, you pull the mold away, and then you go ahead and you can cut the spews off. And what this does is that it keeps you at a pace while you're casting, so that your mold will stay the same temperature as you're casting, and you just keep going. One of the things that I've noticed with my molds is that I'll be casting along there, and then all of a sudden the bullets, when they come out, they'll be frosty, or they'll have little spike lines on them, or I'll start to see ripping from the spews. The spews aren't cutting anymore, they're just breaking off. That's all caused by overheat. And when you overheat your molds, that's not a good deal, because your spew plate can go ahead and warp. It's just not good for the mold. So this right here is designed to keep your molds at a constant temperature. This little unit was pretty pricey, but it's made to last the rest of my life. I'll never have to replace it. I might end up having to do some fitting. These mounts here are for the master pot or the master caster, and my pro melt, the front of my pro melt, pro melt is dimensionally not the same. So I may end up having to add a little riser here or something like that to mount it. I'm going to have to go ahead and see how I'm going to mount it on top of the pot, or whether or not I'm going to go ahead and mount it on top of the pot at all. Just make a stand out of some cheap 2x4s and a piece of plywood or something like that. And then once I pull the mold clear, I can just set it underneath there and harden the spews and then knock them off. So anyway, hopefully that doesn't defeat the purpose of having this, because what you're doing is you're pulling it out and then you're putting it over there, so there's time. And the main thing is, as soon as you pull it back from pouring the spews are hardened, and that's the main deal behind this. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what I got here, and if you ever consider getting one of these, I'll tell you what, it's a real decision to make. It's pretty pricey. I believe, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that maybe you can go online and maybe buy these parts and make it yourself, or you can come up with something that maybe you got down at Harbor Freight, or whatever. But you know, like I said, this is made for that application. So anyway, that's it, and that's about all I got to review on that. I'll get this thing retrofitted and see how it works. Do a video on it. So this is Thor's Axe, and until next time, you guys take it easy.